Hello, and welcome to ProgRUSHion. Last time I lost. It is what it is. I think there's some misplays that happened. It's funny, the biggest one I can think of is in the game I won, but um, sometimes it just happens this way. I'm not sure there's really much to take from it other than, I hate Dark Rucker. That thing is extremely oppressive and has been, shutting down a lot of potential things I can do. And speaking of shutting down potential things, man, I really hope I get to play something new, because not drawing the Claindros last time was really disappointing. I do have something in mind. This set is kind of interesting because it has half reprints and half new cards. I'm going to go over some of them here as usual, though a lot of them are not super notable, and it's a relatively small set, um, especially if you consider, just the new cards. So we have Ancient Arrive Dragon. I'm going to start with this one just because, I would put this in the Dragon deck, presumably. I don't want to run the Dragon deck, like I just said, but, it's basically just a different version of Ancient Arise. Instead of raising its own attack, it lowers the attack of opponent's monsters, and it's by a lesser amount. Like, instead of going up to 3k, this becomes an effective 28k, but you get to affect 2 monsters, so it's like kind of a trade-off. And then the same sort of thing of the Clear Ice and Burning Blaze recycling. Fine card. I don't want to. I'm sick of dragons. So what do I actually want to play? There's a reprint of Royal Rebels Heavy Metal in here, which I think at the time that this came out, I think I remember making fun of it and being like, oh, this card sucks, you're never getting this effect off. I don't know how true that was at the time necessarily, but now that Fiend have actually, like the Light Fiend Royal Rebel stuff have actually gotten quite a bit of support, I actually think this is a lot more doable. There's ways to either get high-level Fiends onto field that don't involve just manually tributing them, as well as increasing the level of stuff. And this effect is pretty good. You don't get to pick what you're popping, but if your opponent plays into it, then it's, pretty good. And even if they don't, like, even if they, play around it by being like, okay, I'm gonna put out some weak monster, it still has to be face up. So it's like they have to put a weak thing on the board face up, and it's like even something that just has like 500 attack, you get up to 3k. That's, enough to get over some stuff, so not bad. And yeah, I don't know, it seems fun. I like some of the other cards in the archetype, as I've talked about before. I have a craft I can spend. So this is what I'm going to be gunning for, and it looks like in Gold Rush it's Gold Rush rare. Okay, that actually sounds kind of annoying, but we'll see. This is what I'd like to do. There's also a new Royal Rebels boss monster in here, Hard Rock. This one's more difficult to get the effect off, and the effect is arguably worse. But you do get to choose what you're affecting, and you get to burn them, and then essentially twice for it, because it's like whatever attack you're burning them with, this one gains the attack, and then you can beat over it, and they get damage for the difference. So I make fun of burn as being like, oh, who cares, but this is a decent effect. I think this could often win you a game. It's you could do a lot in one resolution of this. So yeah, and like I said, they've added more ways to get high level fiends on field, so it'd be nice to do this potentially. As for other stuff, we have Smashing Ground, which I think is, being a legend, it compares unfavorably with Tribute to the Doomed, in my opinion. Which itself is already probably worse than Graceful Charity, which is what I should probably craft, but meh. You don't get to pick what this is. The quote-unquote upside is that you don't have to pitch a card, but honestly, that's an upside half the time on Tribute to the Doomed, so yeah, I think I'm going to be keeping that, even if I pull Smashing Ground. Elegant Firebird Harpuia is another level 7 thing. It's a winged beast, so it would work well with Beast Summoner, which I still do have access to, even though Savage Claw is sadly banned. And its effect is pretty good. Draw a card, pitch a card. I like this. I don't think now's the time to do the winged beast deck. I really think that the best time for that was just if Dark Rucker isn't around, and I don't know if this is going to be power crept by then. But, at the very least, I only have to lose one more time, so if I, can throw something together here, and if it doesn't go as well, or if, I end up having to play dragons again, and if, there's a decent chance I lose, I'll at least be able to ban Dark Rocker then, but at the same time, I don't want to lose. It's tough. Anyway, Harpuia is decent for that if I get a chance to play it. Secret Order, you get to bring back a level 7 normal, which basically reads that you're bringing back your Dark Magician or potentially Red Eyes Black Dragon. Dark Magician has some decent, cards that work with it. It itself has a reprint in this set, as well as Red Eyes Black Dragon is the other thing. Being a dragon deck, or at least having a dragon deck, I could do that. It's level 7. It's it gets this, which is new. And I can technically, trigger this in response to the summon of a Dark Rocker, having baited it. The problem is you need a face-up Dragon type normal, which doesn't have to be Red Eyes Black Dragon, but the next best target would be like Fire Guardian or something, and it's like, okay, we'll bring it up to 28, but Jira can get over a 28. Like, that's not gonna be a problem for her at all. So what does this really do? It gives me a spell card back in exchange for, it puts it on top of it. Well, I guess being a trap card doesn't really matter. So, like, getting to bring back a spell card is nice, but I feel like it's not going to be live often enough to be worth it. Unlike Magical Stone Excavation, which also lets you recycle a spell, but this is by pitching 2 cards, so you go -2, which is probably fair. I mean, you can see it's limited, so it's obviously good. This was a decent card at various points in the TCG, so it makes sense that in Rush Duel it would be good, especially with the Legend system, where some spells just straight up are guaranteed to essentially be not just limited, but taking the only slot for similar things. But yeah, getting to bring back like a good spell is a very nice effect, and I'm sure it's only going to get better, especially with like ritual spells and stuff like that eventually. But even just now, like adding back fusion, adding back some other high value thing is just, it's nice. So yeah, it's a super rare, so decent chance. That's pretty much it, I think. Nothing else I really want to talk about in here. Like I said, it is half reprints. If Fullest the Star Knight, wow, it's another Light Fiend. You to bring back a thing, it's fine, I guess. I was just talking about wanting more means to get high level like fiends, but this has to be normal monsters. Yeah. I don't know what this level reduction effect on the opponent's monsters is for, but anyway, yeah. There's other stuff I could talk about here, but I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to the pulls. So Gold Rush pack. Now I'm gonna put 40, and you're gonna see why, because it says 4 cards per pack, and that's what it says on the wiki as well. Which, I mean, yeah, let me just show you so you know that I'm here. 4 cards per pack, okay? 15 packs per box. So if I was doing 30 packs for 2 boxes, that would be 120 cards. A little bit less than a regular pack. However, I'm going to put 40 packs, and the reason is that this program is lying and only gives you 3. So to make it 120, I have to put 40 packs. So anyway, there's a 3rd Grand Extreme. Wish I could use that. Hard Rock, that's good. I wanted that. Seven's Road, okay, I didn't have that before. Phoenix Dragon. Rest in peace. There's a 2nd Dragius, that's nice. Honestly, I'm probably gonna run Dragius, maybe even Seven's Road. In other stuff I run, just because it's a good generic card. And unlike the other ones, doesn't require you to like be running other high level dragons. Of course, we have the most important card as well, Beaver Warrior. So I'll probably consider using that. There's a heavy metal, nice. Even just one of those is not bad. There's the 3rd Seven's Road. All right, Prima Katana. There's a Magical Stone Excavation. That's very nice. The Prima Katana. 3rd Dragius. All right. Kyber Man. Okay. Gold Rush is the cover card, and it's as Jira was talking about last time. It's intended to support a bunch of like promos, so that's not happening. um, Nothing there really. Burst Stream, okay, I could theoretically run that if I wanted to do blue eye stuff. There's a second heavy metal, another magical stone excavation, okay. Fourth Grand Extreme doesn't matter. Ancient Arrive, okay. Crank to 10, who cares? Another Gold Rush. Two copies of Can Melody in the same pack. Okay. Not impressed with that one. And third Magical Stone Excavation, alright. There's Fullest. We're only halfway through the packs, folks. Okay, these are just redundant at this point. Okay. Magical Stone Excavation, alright. I have a feeling it's not actually that uncommon, maybe. Or I'm just really lucky. Tons of Dragiuses. Okay. What am I looking for at this point? Another Hard Rock, maybe? Don't even know if I'd want to run a second Hard Rock. There's a third Heavy Metal. Alright. I don't know if I run 3. Dude, why am I getting so many Magical Stone Excavations? What's up with the ratios? Alright, 2 more packs, I think. Fourth Heavy Metal, no Hard Rocks, other than the one. Oh, that's it. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. I think now that I have the Heavy Metal and at least one Hard Rock and a bunch of other Fiend stuff, I'm probably gonna try to build Fiends. I'm probably gonna craft Fall Owl of the Four Nether. I'm gonna throw the fusion cards in. It's probably not gonna be good, but you know, because I don't really know how to like this is one that until now I've been doing like a very loose kind of build. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like I don't need like specific combinations of cards. If I'm gonna be running fusions and like now it's like okay, to bring out the fusions I need the right pieces in the fusion card. Trying to make if I'm trying to make the big guys, I need to have their effects go off. I need to have means of getting multiple like high level fiends on board. I don't know how well I'm gonna do at that, but I'll try my best. And we'll see how that goes. So see you in the let me make sure I save this. There you go. Yeah, see you in the deck build.
So we won. I keep acting like that I keep getting my ass kicked, but that's not the case. We're actually more even than you'd think. If we win one more game, Autumn gets a ban. So I don't know what she could possibly ban, but I'm scared about that. Like if she bans, I don't even want to talk about what I think she could ban because she watches this and she's gonna know what I think is bannable or what bans would ruin me. But let's just open some shit. We're opening Battle Pack Volume 3 today at the start because we won our games. We get 3 of these. I don't think there's anything that major in here. I didn't even look at it. Like I haven't looked at it in ages. Again, this is being recorded right after the last episode's duels or whatever. And that was the first thing we recorded in a long time, or at least a week or two. Cyber Soldier of the Dark World might be fine if we're ever on a machine strategy. Heavy Roller's pretty good. That actually is pretty dang good. We're gonna need some of those. I think it's in the next pack, or at least a future pack. Um, this basically we get to discard a fire monster, I think, to draw a card, and if there's a field spell, we draw a second. If we add a fire theme to our deck, this could help with the deep draw aspect of our deck. Um, that's probably not going to come up. Another one of those. That's pretty okay, I guess. Flame Swordsman's neat. We're not going to play it, but I mean, it's neat, I guess. Umi, that's actually pretty cool because we could use that if we are ever on the water strategy. I need to check what our water pulls look like or whatever, but it should be fine. As for the main event today, we're opening a Gold Rush pack, which is weird because there's 3 cards per pack on this site. It says 4, but there's 3. Um, per pack. So we're going to open 40 to compensate because 30 packs we means we're missing 1 card each, which means we're missing 30 cards total, which is 10 more packs. I hope that makes sense. It might fuck up ratios, but I don't have a choice here, man. We're opening 40 packs of it starting now. This is mostly a reprint set. There's some neat stuff in it, but nothing we super need. Alligator sword's important. Never mind, because I was gonna say it's a reptile, and there is some cool reptile stuff in the future. But this ain't a reptile. It's a beast. It's an alligator, but it's a beast. It's a reptile, but it's a beast. It has a sword, but it's a beast. Why is this a beast? Anyway, Kaiba Man's funny. We're not gonna be playing a Blue Eyes, but I don't know. I don't know what this card does, but this could be something. I It depends on if we're on a deck that like has a bunch of types in it. I guess it doesn't seem like a good card. Um, we got the cover card that I don't think is supposed to be common, but whatever. We got another Magic Quartet Shock, which is fine. Counterback. That might be something. It depends on what the requirement is or whatever. Another Kyberman's nothing. Another one of these. Another counterback. We're already pulling the same cards. Another Whispering Fairy, which is fine, I guess, but I think we're past the point of that being good. Crackfall is pretty okay. I don't remember if this requires a dinosaur, but if we're on a field spell deck, that could be important. And we do have a decent dinosaur core if we use crafts correctly or pull some big dinosaurs. Royal Rebels Hard Rock is pretty good because I think we have an all right Royal Rebels core. Sorry for the cut. I'm not cheating. I had to cough. Next pack. Unfulfilled Goblin is okay, I guess. Some of the dinosaur stuff still does require Upstart Goblin, which we do have multiple copies of, but I think it's a legend anyway, so we have one. All things considered, we might be able to mix this with dinosaurs if we ever get something like that. Another alligator sword. Heavenly Bliss might be fine. That might be okay. It depends. I think it might. It depends on what its requirement is, but we'll have to see. What piece are we missing? I think we're missing one of the pieces. I don't remember which one. We don't need this. This might be fine. It depends. I think this might be an okay card for a level 7 fire. Because we are in a tribute engine and we do like the variety of tribute summons. There's some tribute engines that are like there's some big guys that we shouldn't be running, but we are. Like Ancient Rise is okay. I think Prima Tarna is like past its prime. Um, Yuri is great. This card sucks. It mills both players for one. That's about it. I don't really see much of a point to it. It sucks, but whatever. This might be okay if we had access to the construction worms. I wanted those so bad, guys. Oh god, we got another crackball. That's fine. Another one of this, whatever. We're if we have more, if we or go back on spellcasters, that might be something. Dragius is fine. I don't think we need a second though. This might be something later. I don't remember. Is it the fairy one or is it a warrior one? It's the warrior one. That might be okay if we're ever on that. I don't think we're going to be. Burst Stream of Destruction, we're not going to run. There's Can Melody. That's actually a pretty fucking important card. That shouldn't be a common, but I think we need that for psychic stuff, so that's pretty nice. Kaiba Man's pointless. Secret Order is pretty okay, I think, if we're on high level normal monsters, which we might not be, we might be. Um, Another heavy metal, that's fine. We did. That's actually pretty okay, especially because we can craft from the structure deck. I don't remember if that's one of the cards we were missing. I know what we're missing is the worm that discards a card to draw a card. That's actually pretty important for the deck, but it's not the end of the world. I hope counterback, because that seems like a pretty dang good effect, but I'm worried it's going to be like 3 dragons are destroyed at the same time by a card effect on a Tuesday. Infernal Fire Blast is nothing. Maybe later, though. Another fusion. We got 4 of it, baby. Um, I don't think this is anything, but it might be. This might be an okay mill outlet if we ever need that, I suppose. Third Dragius, one of these is useless. A second Melody, that might be something. Crackfall is nothing. Ancient Barrier's fine, I guess. Artem's just not on a bunch of trap cards. Uh, Elegant Firebird Harpia is pretty okay, I think. Just as a good Tribute Edge. I know we already pulled one, but Heavy Roller, but that's a second one of those. That could be important. Worst card. I don't get the point of this card at all. Also, I'm not an idiot, guys. I know she's probably banning Dark Rooker. Like that's an obvious pick. Beaver Warrior. See that this looks. I guess Beast Warrior makes sense, but Alligator Sword being a beast pisses me off. A third one of this. Holy hell. Prima Guitarna, second copy. That's fine, I guess. Black Dragon Chick might come out later. A third Can Melody. That's kind of crazy. Beast Apocalypse is kind of funny. A third Sevens Road. Second one of those. That's kind of nothing. Another Royal Rebel. A third Heavy Roller. That's pretty good. Counterback. That's Crackfall. A fourth Heavy Roller. Phoenix Dragon's banned, so that's not really going to come up. Beaver Warriors, eh. Stardom Light might be okay. I think we already have one, but I think that's a pretty okay card from what I can remember. Fucking Geological Survey. That's fine if we ever can make the worm stuff. Trumpet Charge is fine if we're on Warriors. Heavenly Bliss might be okay. The Heavenly cards seem okay so far. Another one of these, and fifth polymerization fusion. Sorry, I'm gonna keep saying polymerization. A fourth Tracheus, a fifth heavy roller, and a third burst of destruction. Third one of this, a third one of that. That's fine. Third one of that. That's pretty okay. Kaiba Man, you're not gonna play that. What is this? We don't have big normals like that, but I could see us doing it if we have enough at some point. We just don't really play a lot of big normals. Where were these cards the whole time? That's fine, I guess. Crackfall still good. Heavenly Blink is fine. Black Dragon's Chick is fine. A sixth heavy roller. That's another decent Cybers guy. The number of monsters in your graveyard times 100. That might be okay as one of the big chibi guys, because we're trying to do a toolbox, I guess. Third Melody. That's fine, I guess. And the second one of those, that's pretty okay. Again, if we can play the worm stuff, I don't think we're going to be able to. I think we're not going to get anything new for the rest of these polls. I'm not seeing anything new. That might be okay. I think that's a good card for Red Eyes, but again, Red Eyes is so far into the future. Fire Phoenix Dragon is okay if it was a band. Second Dark Magician, that might be fine. I don't see us playing Dark Spellcaster. Oh my god! Magical Stone Excavation is fucking crazy, dude. We could discard 2 cards to get back the Graceful Charity. Oh, I was so hopeful we would pull a Magical Stone Excavation. It becomes limited, so there's a world where we don't need more than one of this, but holy shit. Magical Stone Excavation is crazy. A fourth Melody. God damn it. Ooh, an Ancient Arrival Dragon. I think this is Millicard. Make 2 guys lose 400 instead of your guys gain 400 or whatever. We're not playing Clear Ice or Burning Blaze. So the only thing that matters is make 2 face-up guys lose 400 for the cost. That's fine, I guess. How many cards are in this pack? Holy heck. That's fine. Nothing new, nothing new. A second Magical Stone Excavation. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of nutty, man. Uh, yeah, we're definitely gonna be able to do something with this. Holy shit. I'll see you guys in the deck building. Holy fuck. We're at least gonna update our list a lot.
Now, I know what you're thinking. What did I actually craft? I'm gonna give you a minute. By the end of this profile, see if you can figure it out. But no, in all seriousness, this is something a little bit different from last time. I went through a few different iterations of this. I've also already recorded this deck profile and it yapped for way too long. It was like over 20 minutes, and I do not need it to be that long. Basically, I've got half Fiend stuff and half Dragon stuff, and it's not really bridged. The only real bridge is Necroman the Third, which is nice and generic and can work with any level 3 normal monster. And so I put in Baby Dragon for the first time here, just because that's the best level 3 dragon normal. I've got Fall Owl of Wisdom as well as another target, and basically we're trying to work towards Royal Rebels Heavy Metal. I got 3 copies of this in the pack. I've also thrown in the Hard Rock that I got, and the Doom Metal from a few sets ago. I don't expect to ever actually get the conditions on these, but based on testing, which I don't need to go through my testing process, but basically I've been trying to kind of assume that my board's getting wiped every turn and see what I can build with a fresh hand of whatever I'm able to draw plus whatever I didn't get to use last turn. Anyway, I've done a bunch of hand testing. And I can pretty consistently get a heavy metal summoned with its effect active, and this is kind of my removal because that's the problem I'm having. It does only affect level 8 or lower monsters, so if Jira summons a fusion monster that's level 9, or I guess higher, but I think it only goes to level 9 at the moment, I'm going to have to rely on destroying a weaker monster, which it doesn't have to have that high attack for me to get over like the Metarian stuff. It just needs to have technically 300. I do also have Tribute to the Dune. Basically, I just figured like I can't be relying on this to out stuff, and if I don't have battle traps to out stuff, then I'm in trouble. Which I have some battle traps, but I can't really use them because of Dark Rooker, and you know the story. So yeah, we got the power up, I think, for being able to recycle Stuff like Necromade Nana and some of these other one-offs that I wish I had more than one copy of. It's nice. We got the Heat Flash because of the dragon sort of package. I don't have that many dragons. Fire Guardian works with Folus. This is the only target. I originally considered running Summon Skull, and I probably would if I could run a Monster Legend in addition to my Spell and Trap ones, but that rule doesn't come into effect until 2023, so we're still a ways off from that. But yeah, Folus lets me get back Fire Guardian on board, which is pretty nice. That's pretty much it. Yeah, Punk lets me bring back a level 6 or higher fiend to hand, so I can, recycle like a heavy metal and, destroy something. Which I can't attack directly, which kind of sucks, but depending on what's on board, I might be able to remove stuff with it. Break can only work with No Wave, and I checked, there's basically no other valid target for this other than, what is it? It's like Echelclus, which is kind of shit, and Summon Skull. So it's like, I do have a third No Wave, I don't really feel like using it. Epic Demon's Rock, I wish I had more copies of this, but this is another way of just sort of unclogging my hand, board wiping, etc. Phaser is alright. Its effect doesn't tend to come up that much in hand testing, but like maybe if I am able to keep stuff on board. The rest should be pretty self-explanatory, I think. I just kind of tried to pick the best stuff in slot for what I need, get the ratios right. I'm pretty happy with this. In the side, we've got an extra copy of this, some shouts if I really feel like I need to get rid of the Dark Roker, same with Dion Keto, the Prison Master, but, I've been citing this for a while, never actually ended up doing it. I just kind of have been playing this more aggro strategy. Though this one's a bit more mid-range with the way that I try to recur heavy metal. Yeah, block attack. All this stuff is basically, normal. Hammer Crush, Heat Flash, the power up. If I feel like I need more copies of those, I got the third in the side. Ship of 7 treasures. I originally mained it. I don't have enough level 7 targets. It's just the 3 Dragus and No Wave. Doesn't come up often enough, and using it for 1 is not good enough. So, yep. And then the acetic acid trap hole, which does not work on Gekka, but does work on certain other tribute engines. Once again, wish I had more copies of it. But it is what it is. That's basically all I needed to say. I guess get your guesses in now if you haven't made one, and yeah, it's Necroman the Third. I only had 2 of these, and I added a third one, and it seemed to help my consistency, and it's also nice and relatively generic. It can bring back any level 3 normal, which means, for example, I have to go to the Rush Duel thing here. If I type Dragon Bat, this is a level 3 normal, and it's used for the fusion of Full Moon Dragon and Umbrella to F. So if, for example, I want to do like Dragon Fusion at some point, I can do that. It lets me bring back Fallout, which is used for this one, which I would need to craft Fallout the Four Nether. I tried a version that was like a fusion thing, super bricky, didn't work. I'm relatively happy with this. I wish that I could go harder into the Fiend stuff. I just don't really. I would need more copies of Break and Punk, definitely. Yeah, I would need probably access to some of the other supporty stuff from the structure deck as well, but yeah, not really working out. That's basically it. I got the 2 magical stone excavation, also forgot to mention that. If I feel like I need to bring back my spells, I don't think that's going to be super likely, but I put them in the side anyway just because I didn't know what else to put in there. I'm feeling pretty reasonably happy about this. There's always a chance I break or something, or that, Jira does something drastically different from what I expect, and this sort of removal is not really as good. But, if I lose, then I will at least be able to ban Dark Roker, so that's something. Anyway, did that in just under 6 minutes. That's way better than the 23 I think it took me originally. See you in the games.
Hi. I'm groggy because I just woke up, but I have to record a deck profile, so that's what we're doing today. This is the deck we're bringing. It's mostly the same, but that's because I have other decks in mind. I just am waiting to have them more fleshed out and more tested, I suppose. Um, but we're playing Materion with a tribute engine. The main thing we want to talk about here, I suppose, is that we have 2 new tribute guys. Elegant Firebird Harpuya, which is a really good rumbager with pretty dang good stats, because a lot of other tribute guys have 2400 on average. It's just a really good card for a deep draw part of the strategy, which is an important part of the strategy. The other new card is Ancient Arrive Dragon, which is better, which is not great, but it's better than Prima Gitarna, in my opinion, because I'd rather pitch a card to make 2 things lose 400, then pay 1,000 life points to usually make all my guys gain 3 to 600 on average. I just think it's better or whatever, so I'm trying this out. It also gives us another attribute for Seven's Road. Now we have Water, Fire, dark and light. We're just missing Earth, which isn't that huge of a deal. The rest of the deck is pretty much the same. It's deep drawing until you get to a tribute engine and until you get to the Materion stuff. I still have the Fiend package and a little bit of a plant package in the side deck, just in case, though I don't think we'll need it. We also do still have traps if Autumn's on a build that requires a lot of traps, and the side deck is pretty much the same: a second Dark Rooker, a Thunderbolt, and a Stockbuster in case Autumn fills up her board a lot. Extra deck is exactly the same. Um, I know some people are going to be like 3 times in a row, really, but I played Plants for 3 times in a row and that was fine. It's better than Spellcasters, which I played like 8 times in a row. If I wasn't playing this, I'd probably be playing Plants, and we're going to get some cards in the next set that odds are will make us change decks or whatever. We do have a decent Rebels core, which is apparently also pretty good. It's just a matter of like I have to learn that deck and get used to it, which I can't right now. I'm really tired. Um, so we're just gonna play this and hope that we win. If we lose, we're crafting 7 treasures. If we win, we're losing Dark Rooker. There's no way Dark Rooker is surviving, which is kind of scary because Dark Rooker is very important to our game plan. But we're gonna have to live without it because I know Autumn's banning that. But the good thing about that is that Autumn banning that means we're going to be good to play pretty much the same decks that we already had or whatever. We can go back to a past deck or still play Materion without Dark Rooker. It's just we would need more spell trap removal, and I could see us having to craft another Hammer Crush because I think that card's not going to be available again for a while. So that's what we're playing. I'll see you guys in the games. I kind of want to lose so I get us 7 treasures, but I kind of want to win to up that scoreboard. So we'll see. I don't care if I win or lose either way this time, because I get a good card if I lose, and if I win, I get satisfaction that I got another point. I'll see you guys in the actual games.
All right, Jira, hello.
Hello. Hello.
How are you feeling about your deck?
Kind of nervous because for people at home, Autumn messaged me saying I'm gonna get a free win this week, and then like 2 to 3 days later said, "Never mind, I found something." So
Yeah, I talked about this a bit in the deck profile. It went through a bit of an evolution. I was trying to do something, and I'm like, wow, this deck sucks, but I don't want to just play the same thing again. And then I workshopped it a bit more, and it got to a point that I'm reasonably happy with it.
nice. Because her fear is like I can't play dragons for like a third or
Yeah,
fourth, like
it's
13th
not just
time.
thing. It's like yeah, it's even if I took a break, it's not that different from like the show I was running in episode 1.
Yeah.
um, but we'll see, we'll see. Might be some familiar cards, some new ones. I'm gonna go ahead and open the room here. What? Huh? Uh, okay, hang on. I've got to
For the
make
record,
this. Okay, I've got.
if you played dragons, I'm pretty sure if you played dragons again, this would be you would have played dragons 9 out of like the
No!
12
Oh
episodes
my
there.
god, there's no way to make. Hang on. Oh, this is ridiculous.
What's
There's no
wrong?
way to play. There's no way to play Unlimited Rush. We're beholden to the fucking ban list. This is ridiculous.
What?
Yeah. Okay. I'll just let you know. This doesn't matter at all.
You probably
I,
crafted. You probably got a second Necromade Nana at some point.
it's not Nana. It's actually Magical Stone
Oh.
Excavation. I'm telling you that because it's in my side. I got more than one of them, and I put more than one of them in my side. But it's at 1 in real Rush Duel, so I can't
I did.
run.
Yeah.
Oh
God.
my god, this is ridiculous. What
Well,
the hell
that's
do I put
actually
in
me
the
too because
side?
I have 2 also.
I don't.
I don't know. We need to.
What the hell? What the hell do I put here? Uh, I'm stumped.
Well,
I'm
now you
trying
need to. Now you need to edit one of those fucking technical difficulty things over this.
to.
It's not
Yeah, for
technical
real.
difficulty. But it is.
I genuinely don't know what to run in this slot. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna fucking. Okay, whatever. I got it. I'm never adding this, but
I'm thankful I didn't craft a second Necromade Nana then. Then it would be well.
yeah,
If I
yeah.
did, if
That's
I did,
awkward.
if I if I did, we would have hit this situation and you would have been like craft something else. But
Yeah,
you would have
yeah.
let me craft something else. But
Okay,
why is there no?
that's
If
ridiculous.
we're doing a if we're doing a season 2, we'll have to do it on Omega
Maybe. All right.
because I think that has. Let's just switch to Omega after
And I
the
tried to
rush
click
to
unlimited,
after
and it said
7.
rush dual cards aren't allowed in unlimited. I'm like, motherfucker, what do I do?
Unlimited.
Okay.
Me when I'm lying. No, on me goes to unlimited room, looks inside. Rush dual cards aren't allowed in unlimited.
That would be fucking funny though if you could mix and match.
Yeah. I'm
Anyway.
curious. There's probably not that many Rush dual cards where they would be good in There's a few, or whatever, like
Mm,
Seven's treasures or whatever would be good in TCG too. But
yeah. Anyway, I am now hosting a room, and the password is the one, the only Louise, because this set had Beaver Warrior in it, which, if you don't know, its Japanese name is Louise. Where is the card? Here. All right.
if
Good
it
luck,
genuinely
duelist. Oh, I
comes
do
up,
not
we
have. Hang
you
on,
too.
my dice. Ah.
If the ban list thing general like really comes up, like you or I pull the full Necromade archetype where you need multiple Nana or whatever, and we might
Yeah.
have to switch to a Mega at some point.
Damn
So
it!
it
We're
sucks
gonna
being
get the dice rolling. There we go.
so it
All
sucks
right. Good
being
luck, duelist.
you too. It sucks being not manual,
Believe it
but
or not, this is not an easy choice. I did consider which one's better. I think I still would like to go second. So good luck,
okay.
duelist.
It's usually not. It's usually a harder decision in Rush anyway. Um, I think I want to play this simple because I don't know what you're on. So I think I'll set one.
Okay.
I'll summon 2 Magic Juggler,
Okay.
and then I'll pass. Or Magic Juggler and Sword Dancer, not 2 Magic Juggler.
All right. Um, let me have a look here.
Okay.
Okay, this is a relatively
15
simple.
card extra scares me. Did you? It's like a dual taining ass. You found a way to make every single fusion archetype we have playable together.
Clearly. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and set a card here, and then I'm going to tribute it for Royal Demons Punk.
Oh
And
heck,
I
this is
think
some
the
Royal
warrior
Rebels or
guy.
Royal Demons is something someone else on the Discord told me I should play
I think
because I have most of it. It's
I want to
just
go with that. And then I think I'm going to set 2 back row,
okay.
actually, and then go to battle and attack over. I'm gonna say this guy.
Okay, I'll take 100.
And pass it there.
Okay. Well, how do I want to do this? You're only playing this because we don't have the Fiend, because we don't have the Fiend Materia Infusion yet.
Oh, is
Clearly,
that a thing? I
yeah.
didn't even realize.
There's a Fiend. The
I know
next,
next set adds a
like we got,
reptile one for some reason.
yeah. There's a Reptile one, and I think after that there's a Rock one and a Fiend one.
Who the
I think there
fuck?
might be a Machine one.
There's like no rocks in this game.
Yeah. Um, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. I think I'll activate Heavenly Protection.
Okay.
I'll discard Ancient Arrived Dragon, which is a new
Mhm.
card, and Serpainter to draw 2,
Mhm.
because that's over level 10.
Sure.
Um, I'll sacrifice these 2 for Seven's Road.
Okay.
Seven's Road effect, mill a card.
You got 3 attributes. That
Dark
brings you up to
Firelight, so that's
3k.
9.
Yeah.
And then I'll set a card, swinging.
Yeah, I'll take 15.
Okay. And then it goes back down to 21.
Yep.
You gotta ban Seven's Road instead of Rooker because we can't keep doing this.
Ooh, okay. This is an interesting one.
If Autumn loses, we're losing our Reaper friend. So everyone have a moment of silence for our Reaper friend if we lose.
Okay,
Or if we win, sorry. If we win.
I think the most sensible thing for me to do is going to be to activate Hammer Crush, pitching
Okay.
this, targeting this back
Okay.
row.
Which one?
The middle one.
Middle one. Okay. It's just his power up.
Okay. I will then activate. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and activate this and pitch this Dragius.
Okay. Pop. Which one?
Pop the other one.
It's just a
Wow,
Hammer
it popped
Crush.
a Hammer Crush. I'm now going to normal
You
summon
broke my hammer
Tenacity
with your
Dragon,
hammer.
declare its effect, mill a card. Okay. And lower
Loses
Seven's
400,
Road
so
Magician's attack by 400
18?
points.
18 or
17.
17, right?
17, yeah.
Yeah.
And then tribute summon for Fire Guardian.
Okay.
and get in.
Sure. 18, 19, 20. So,
Mhm.
oh, that's the amount that I. So it's 400. I'm like, how
Yep.
much is this? I have to do the math, and it's like the. I was
That
gonna
will
say
be
anything
all.
else, but yeah. Come on. I'll activate Graceful Charity.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I'll discard Sword Dancer and Magic Juggler.
Yep.
I'll normal summon Sword Dancer.
Mm-hmm.
Sacrifice it for next made Nana.
Ooh, yeah.
Sacrifice her to put 7's on the bottom. I have a question,
Sure.
by the way.
Yeah, what is it?
The next, I think a set or two from now, I'm
Mhm.
seeing cards that are like reveal the bottom card of your deck or like mill the bottom card of your deck. I don't know
Uh-huh.
how you could do that on TB.
Well, when you go into your deck, it is in a certain order. So you would just. I don't
Okay.
know how you would prove that that's.
Yeah.
But we'll just have to go off on a system, I guess.
Yeah. I'll normal summon Dragon's Upsetter.
Yeah,
Use its effect to revive a set upper.
sure.
Sacrifice both for Ancient or Rise Dragon.
Okay.
Then I'll normal summon Sir Painter.
Yeah.
Set a card. Set a monster.
Okay.
Ancient to Rise effect. Mill a card to become 3k until the end of the turn.
Yes.
3,000 into Fire Dragon.
I'll take 900.
And then 1,400 directly.
Yep.
And then that's it from me.
All right. Let's see what I got. Okay.
Hopefully nothing.
Main one. I'm going to. Okay. Going to normal summon baby dragon. Baby freaking dragon.
Heck yeah. I like Baby Dragon.
Activate
I
a fire
Oh,
dragon's heat flash. Also, range and rises down to 24.
no, it's not. Oh, no, yeah, it is.
I'm going to tribute summon Star Battle Knight Folus.
Oh heck, I like this card.
I'm going to declare its effect. Now, what do I want to
Summon a level
shuffle
5 or
back?
6 normal monster from your graveyard. Oh, you do have a level 5 or 6 normal monster, huh?
Yep. So the question is, do I want to put back Baby Dragon, Tenacity Dragon, Dragius, or do I want to put back Doom Metal Punk and Karibot? Now, Karibot Engrave is a really good.
That's what I gotta think about all the time.
This is the thing is,
My deck has a bunch of shuffle shit back.
here's the thing: is Karibot is good Engrave. It gives me future stuff. But getting the Punk back would be really nice to be able to recur my fiends. I think it's probably going to have to be the Dragons though, just to keep Karibot in there because that's too good to pass up. So I'm going to go ahead and put.
Makes sense.
Is it Shuffle? Shuffle 3. Okay.
Shuffle.
So Baby Dragon, Tenacity Dragon, and Dragius to special summon Fire Guardian. Let me go ahead and shuffle my deck here. All right.
Are you gonna reduce the level of all face-up level 5 or higher monsters by 4 until the end of this turn?
Yes, and that would be relevant if you had a fusion monster, actually, because I'm now going to tribute both of these for my boss monster, Royal Rebels Heavy Metal. So the face-up monster with the lowest level you control is Sir Painter, so it's going to be destroyed, and I will gain attack
And
equal
it'll
to its
gain fortune.
attack.
Yeah.
So I go up to 3,900. I didn't technically need that to get over your guy, but I'm now going to head to battle and attack over Ancient Arise.
I take 15.
Yep. This guy goes back down to 25, and I will pass my turn there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll normal summon Imaginary Actor.
Yeah.
I'll normal summon Gracesaurus.
Yeah.
I'll activate Fusion.
Yep.
Do this. And then Fusion summon the dinosaur one.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God, because I rebuilt this deck from scratch and I was scared I didn't put in all the fusions. I think this might be game. Because if I activate Ladon Star, whatever, to discard this, this loses 1,500, it becomes 1,000.
Right.
No, it's not game. I don't think it's
I
game.
take 1,800 unless you have a something that.
I'll normal summon Magic Juggler.
That's 32. I'll live with 1,000.
32, yeah.
Unless your set thing has 1,000 attack.
It doesn't. I wish it did. Here's the thing. My set thing can get you under 1,000. So right now I'm thinking, is there a card in Autumn's deck that's like pay 1,000 life points to do this? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be fine for now. I'll attack with Magic Juggler.
Sure, I'll take 400, and then another
I'll attack
2800.
with Ladon Star.
Alright.
Okay, your move.
Heart of the
If
cards.
you draw Tribute to the Doom, I'm gonna cry.
Alright, this is potentially something.
Oh no.
We'll have to see. Um,
Because if I can get you under 500 with it, I would have, because that would be you're off Karibot range.
right. I'm gonna normal summon Baby Dragon. That's Baby freaking Dragon
Baby
to you.
freaking dragon.
I'm going to tribute summon Necromaid Nana. Please tell me I have a level 7 engrave. Oh, I don't think I do actually. So I think this is gonna do nothing.
As far as I can tell,
let's
yeah,
see.
it does nothing.
In that case, perhaps. Let me think about
Yeah,
this.
I'll give you take back.
Mm,
In the anime, you would have tribute summoned Nana, and then the other guys would have been like, "What an idiot! She sacrificed Baby Dragon for a monster that's weaker." They do that shit all the fucking time. I exceed some of the Raid Raptor guys. Like, why does it have 100 attack points, you idiot? It's like, I wonder fucking why, kids.
Yeah. Okay, here's what I'm gonna
Parts
do
have
instead. I'm gonna normal summon Baby Dragon. I'm gonna
Yep.
tribute summon Fire Guardian.
Yep.
I'm now going to normal summon Necroman the Third. You control face-up level 7 or higher monster, so I'll declare its effect
gonna
to
have a
special
level
summon
3
Baby
exactly.
Dragon.
Yep.
Level 3 normal.
Yep.
I'm now going to tribute both of these for Dragius.
Oof, yeah.
I'm going to
And then
declare the
tribute the
effect of
Dragius for
Dragius.
Nana?
Mill 1. I really hope there's a random level 7. Damn it.
No.
Okay. So the question
If you
is,
tribute...
if I attack both of your guys, with Dragius, you can, if you can get anything on board that can beat over Fire Guardian by at least 700, if you can get a second fusion out, then you can kill me.
Well, can't I just discard a card
Alternatively,
with Ladon Star? Make some... Yeah.
Alternatively, I really wish I had a main phase 2, because this would be a good play. Would be in tributing the Nana that I have over the Dragius and then recycling the Dragius. So I'm considering if it's worth doing that now. Also, I should be in main. Do I want to do that now to try to go for what would I do if I did have what would I do if I what could I possibly draw that would let Fire Guardian win? I think it would have to be tribute to the doomed plus a card to pitch. I think that would be my only out, and I think that trying to go for that in 24 cards is not really viable. So I should probably just hope, huh?
Next turn I could just discard with Ladon Star, make something lose 1500 and win, right?
That's true, actually. So I think I have to go for the high roll. That's a good point. All right.
Here it is.
All right, to bottom a deck, and then draw 2. That is not gonna do it.
Okay,
so
I'm like, if it's tribute to the Doom, I'm gonna cry. Maybe I'll accidentally get overzealous or whatever and immediately set everything I draw.
I guess I should have set the Fire Guardian instead of normal summoning it. That was
even if that happens, then my fusion attacks over the Guardian and
the thing is that I have 2 other cards in hand that are settable. So that could have potentially bought me a turn. Yeah, I'm gonna call that one a misplay. And give it to you, but I am curious to play this out just hypothetically.
Sure, that's fine.
So, yeah. So let me end the turn and see what would have happened.
Let me see, because that doesn't. My field's kind of full. I would set this. I think I'll set these 3. I won't need to do this, so I would probably get. You probably would get another turn. Attack this, and then attack this, and then pass. We need to. I'm realizing the cards that tribute cards you control are more important than you think. Because right now my issue is like I can't play anything. Like I don't have any slots on my board full.
Well, here's the other problem: is
It also gets punished if you have Stockbuster Dragon.
Yeah.
You're not playing Stockbuster Dragon, I assume.
Hmm. This is kind of dumb. Let's see. I would have gone this.
And then
Bring
revive a
back
baby freaking
you,
dragon.
and then these two to grave for a tribute set, and then set a card.
Ooh, I get to play a cool new card I like from this set. I'll tribute Magic Juggler and Karibot to play Elegant Firebird Harpooya. Destroy level 8 or lower, so my fusion
Yeah.
survives. It's just the Harpooya. That's fine. I just wanted the room. I'll summon a Greysaurus,
Okay. And then I think that's the game anyway. Okay, I don't feel so bad then about the
Well, it
misplay.
depends on what your middle set is. What the fuck could that be? I would say Rooker, but you don't have one.
I mean, Jira,
Labyrinth Vault
you don't have to worry about it. You can just go. Yeah, I was gonna say you can just go fusion into it. Like I don't know if there's anything that can contest it
Okay.
with its ass, and then direct. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Add a fusion.
Right.
I drew another actor.
Now,
Okay,
what is it that I want to side?
I don't know what I want to side either. Because there is stuff I can do, but I'm not on the. I could do this and then. That's probably not good. I think I'm fine with this and then this. Yeah. Royal Rebels was apparently a good deck, and I was told to play it earlier, like episodes and episodes ago. I just never did because I didn't have everything for it. I now know what you want because that one fusion that's in like a structure deck. Or no, not the fusion that's in the structure deck. The material for that fusion that's in the structure deck.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick second again because I do still think the longer the
Okay.
game goes, the more favored I am.
Okay. I'll normal summon a juggler.
Sure.
I'll set 3 cards,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess that'll be it for now.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and normal summon baby freaking dragon. I'm gonna hit you with the heat flash.
Okay.
On this one.
That's fine. I have 3 of it and multiple ways to get it back. That's okay.
All right. I will now proceed to set this card. Tribute summon heavy metal for no effect.
Yep.
And guess I'll
Get
just
in, I guess.
Yeah, get in.
Sure.
For 11? Alright. We'll pause there.
I'll normal summon Greysaurus.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll normal summon Magic Juggler.
Yeah.
I'll sacrifice both for Ancient Arrived Dragon, which is another new guy.
Yeah.
I'll activate the power up,
Yeah.
which shuffles back 3 guys in order to
Mhm.
give it 500. Oops, not target. It's weird because the power up looks like a card that sucks ass to like Yu-Gi-Oh players, like
Mhm.
people who play TCG.
No, after you
But, like,
started
it's very,
playing, I realized like, oh, the recursion is like
yeah,
almost the best
it's very
part.
important. 2,900 into this.
Yep.
1,400 directly.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Okay. Let's see. Back down to 24.
Yeah, back to 24.
Madam. I think, yep, not much for it. I will Simply normal summon this Necroman the Third.
Bring back that
Declare
baby
its
freaking
effect to
dragon.
bring
Yep.
back. That's right, baby freaking dragon.
They didn't explain that your opponent needs to control level 7 or higher in the anime.
Oh, okay.
So when somebody summoned this and is like, when it's normal summoned, I can revive any normal in my grave or whatever. I'm like, that's insane. I can't wait till we get to that card. Or
Right.
whatever.
Um.
It's not useful for me because all my guys are level 4.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and tribute both of these for Dragia.
Makes sense.
And declare its effect, milling a
Yep.
card.
Yep.
And I think I probably just want to get in for as much damage as I can. Let's see.
At least I know you can't kill me or anything because you shotgun it, but
I don't want to lose to like a lose 400 blowout trap, so I'm going to power up for that and also clear out my hand
makes sense.
slightly. So
Yeah.
I'm going to put this back. They have to be, they're just any monsters, right? Yeah, okay. For a second I was paranoid they had to all be the same type.
No.
Okay.
Then I couldn't play it because I have warriors, spellcasters, dragons,
Yeah.
reptiles, all that.
And then I'm going to go ahead and normal summon a baby dragon. Set a card here. You are 3,000 for the turn, and technically 2,000 defense, but who cares?
Yeah. I still like that the defense boost from power up will never come up under any. Like I can't think of a single.
That's 600. Yep.
Yeah.
And then 16.
Whoops. 1600 and then.
And then 12 direct.
Yeah.
All right. Feeling okay about this.
Mm.
One more good turn or to do it. Maybe.
On normal setupper.
Yeah.
On normal Karibot, if it lets me.
Sure.
Yeah. I'll sacrifice both for Ancient Arise Dragon.
Yeah.
A Rise effect, mill a card, it becomes 3,000.
Mm-hmm. This is 2515.
Set one card. 3,000 into Dragius.
Yeah, I'll take 500.
Okay, and then back to 24. I like it. From what I can tell, Ancient Arise and Ancient Arrive are the same thing for us as it was in actual Rush Duel, where like you play it to get a 3k or to drain 2 guys by 800 or 400 each. Like nobody used the special. Then you can special summon a Burning Dragon or a like nobody cares about that. Those cards were fine when they came out because one should be at 1800 Fire Dragon and Water Dragon are fine, but they're probably still okay now, I guess, all things considered, but not for.
Okay,
I think
I'm
they're
going
practically
to activate Hammer Crush, pitching this copy of Royal Demon's Phaser to hit.
That's fine. I couldn't activate it anyway.
All right. I'm now going to normal summon Necroman the Third. This is my tribute engine because I don't have any of the the sports dragon stuff, which would actually be really nice in my deck. But
Wait, you have a dragon? I thought the starter deck came with at least one or two of each of the sports dragons.
So.
I guess it's not.
I'm pretty sure it's just from the first set. Sorry, this should be in main. I keep doing that.
No worries.
Now, what's unfortunate here is I don't have a means of getting a tribute summon on board to make this better, but it still does beat over your guy unless you blow me out with some kind of trap. So I'm going to tribute summon
the 2500 guy with no effect.
Okay. Yeah. And now if I wanted to be safe, I could do something, but I think I have high enough life points. I'm just going to go for it. So try to get in.
I'll take 1300 total.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Let me think. I don't think that's worth what I want. Like, I'll normal a Karibot.
Yeah.
Please say I have one grave. I do, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. I'll pay 500 to get it back. And then I'll summon it and tribute both if that's okay.
Yeah, so you can shortcut that, that's fine.
Set.
Tribute set.
Okay. Set. Here you go.
Okay. Interesting. That's okay. Go to main. Going to set a monster.
Okay.
I'm going to tribute these two for a tribute set.
Yep.
And then I will simply go to battle and attack over this guy.
You take
Yep. I
100.
will take 100. I'm perfectly okay with
It's
that.
your favorite card.
Mhm.
If you look at the art, like if you look at the full art of Darkworker, he's skinny as fuck. I thought he was like
Well,
big.
he's
I
dead. He
thought he,
doesn't have any flesh.
I guess I thought he was a big ass dude, but he's just a skinny ass dude. Ooh, okay. So I think I'll activate Darkrooker, mill a card to pop your back row.
Oh,
Return
you
this to
can
the
do
hand.
that while it's face up. Interesting. I did not realize that.
Yep. At any
Okay. Well,
point during.
shit. I thought it. Fuck. This is what I get for not reading. I thought it was only on normal side or
No,
during the
no.
normal
During the
summon.
turn, it was yeah.
Well,
I'll normal summon imaginary actor, if it
yeah.
lets me. I'll normal summon. Okay, if it lets me. I'll normal summon Grace Saurus if it lets me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll activate fusion.
Yeah.
I'll go for the dinosaur.
Yeah.
I'll normal summon a Serpainter.
Okay.
With Onstar's effect, I'll pitch this set upper to make him lose 1500.
Mm-hmm. Go down to 1,000.
And then... Do I want damage or I want to be safe? That was a tribute set. Wait, I'll attack into this. I'll attack into the set with the 2800 if it lets me.
Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't remember that.
And then I'll attack into this,
I'll
and you
take
take 400.
400. Yes.
And then end of turn.
Okay.
Back to you.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. This is. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's not a huge amount.
Serpainter's
will...
weird because it's I like its colors and think it's cute looking, but its face is hideous to me.
Yeah. Okay,
I
I'm
think
gonna
it looks
activate
cool otherwise.
Tribute to the Doomed.
Oh fucking hell, man! I hate this.
Pitching.
It's fine.
This is never
happens once in the
resolving.
last
Late on star.
The trap
Okay.
should be the fusion should be immune to trap effects.
And I think in spite
If all the
of
maximums are safe, then yeah.
in spite of the fact, how many fusions do you have in your grave? 2. Okay. In spite of the fact that I know for a fact you have Darkrooker in hand, I think I need to unclog my hand because I don't have any summonable monsters.
I'll normal a magic juggler.
Yeah.
That's 28. I'll normal an upsetter.
Mm-hmm.
I'll sacrifice these two for a Dragius.
Uh-oh!
That's 39,
Bullshit.
right? I'll activate the power up.
You don't have to do shit. You can just Dragius twice.
No, I have to destroy a monster by battle to attack twice.
No, you don't. Oh yeah, you did. Never mind.
This is your card. This was your ace for the first like 6 episodes.
See, okay, okay. No, listen. It's because the other ones need you to do the second attack
Fair,
on a monster, and I know Dragius doesn't need to do that, but I forgot the first attack still has to be.
Yeah, fair. So the power up's fine.
So 3,000 plus 14 is game. Fuck,
if you don't have a trap.
No, I mean I don't. Of course I don't have a trap. What the fuck do you think I am? Okay, like Of
Yes.
course I don't have a trap. You fucking banned all my traps, effectively.
I didn't ban a
You
I
banned
did not
every
ban a
trap. You
single
banned
trap.
every trap with a little maneuver called playing Dark Rooker. Okay, can we do a game 3 anyway? Because
Sure.
I
I
believe
have
in this
time.
deck. I really feel like that was bad luck.
Fine. That's fine. That's
Maybe
well.
a little bit, maybe a little bit of a misplay on attacking into the. Here's the thing: is with the Dark Rooker, you could have just flipped it up yourself anyway, and then popped my thing and
Yeah.
returned it
Yeah.
to hand, even if I didn't
I would have
attack.
flipped it up unless you had like a
Because
card
that
that
was my
negates
attempt to
like a.
remove it. As I was like, oh, I'll flip it up, and then you can't do anything until you normal summon something.
Nah, we're.
Dude, every good effect in the game except like Dragius's needs it to be on the fucking turn you normal summoned it. Why does this guy not need that? That's bullshit. He's
Nothing
even
wrong with Dark Rooker. So here's the thing. I assume you're banning, right? This is your third, I think.
Yeah, of course I'm banning Dark Rooker. Are you
You're ban-
kidding me?
and here's the thing. Here's the thing. We discovered that this site. No, it was fucking Omega that does. Where they have a second card called Dark Rooker or Dark Lurker and Dark Rooker, which are two
It's just
separate cards. And
it's different art of the
I
same
was gonna
card.
bring,
No, you won't.
but they have different names. But they have different names, so they let you run 6 of them. So I was
Oh my
going to
god.
run the other one
No,
and
you
just go
fucking
for it.
wouldn't. I would have called you
I'm
out on that
not.
shit immediately.
It's a different. It lets you run 6, so they're different cards.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna
Oh,
do is I'm gonna is if that if
yeah.
it, I'm gonna put in the spreadsheet the Japanese name of the card.
God, you lost. So what am I picking?
I guess pick. Oh, tell me what you're picking.
I'll pick Rock, I guess.
Okay, I'll pick them. I tan tested this so much that I was getting Tetris Effect dreams about it. about tribute summoning heavy metal.
I was gonna hand test mine, but there's
Uh-oh.
nothing to really hand test.
This game might be over before it starts.
I'll set 3 guards. I'll summon a Grace Saurus, and then I'll pass to you. Autumn, guys, everyone in the comments type Autumn hates goth people.
See, this is another way that I
do
could
that.
lose is bricking, which
I'll tribute to Setupper for Harpuya, which
I do
actually
like
get
this
to
card.
use this time. I really like this card. It's so fucking cool. It helps the deep draw aspect.
Mhm.
I know it's
I'm
apparently
probably
not
gonna
like
run it in a Winged
the card
Beast if I get a chance to do that.
I'll normal Sword Dancer,
Yeah.
and then let me think about this. That's 28. I would have a light and a dark. That would make it. I think this is more damage. I'll sacrifice these 2 for a 7's road.
Mhm.
I'll mill a card.
Mhm.
Whatever. I'll mill a card. It gains 600 because there's dark and
Yeah.
light.
So you got to 27.
So it becomes 2700. And then I'll normal summon a Serpainter.
Yeah.
I'll activate Harpuya's effect to draw a card, then pitch a card.
Mhm.
I'll pitch this Upsetter.
Yeah.
And then how much is on board? 5,000, 6,000, 60.
You got 66.
That's 5,000, 52, 66. That's not enough to kill. So attack with everything for 66.
Yeah.
And then I'll pass.
All right. Okay.
It cost me my hand, but
This is something kind of. Okay, I'm gonna.
I forget you go over the set in the video and look at every single card like I do.
Mm.
I'm used to other progression series where the person who where some people just don't do that. So I keep saying in deck pack openings, oh, this is a cool card that looks bad at first, so I hope Autumn doesn't realize it or something.
Oh,
And
I
then
look at every card in the set.
yeah. I keep forgetting because a lot of progression series don't do that or whatever.
Right. So I'm gonna go tribute to the doomed.
That's fine. I deserve it.
Sendrod is 21, right? So I'm gonna do
Yeah, it's
Harpuya, I
exactly
think,
21.
is what makes the most sense.
But Seven's Road can get to
Wait.
higher than 20. Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
So what do you pop in the bird or the?
I gotta pitch. I gotta figure out what to pitch first because I just realized something I wanted to do doesn't work.
That's fair. I am thankful.
Oh no, it actually does work. Okay, yeah, I pitched this. This is what I pitch. To get rid of
bird or boy.
Bird.
Burba. I think so. We're a year and a half ish into. We're almost 2 years in, right?
Wait, no, because I need to shuffle. Fuck, this doesn't do anything. I'm so mad, dude. I'm so fucking mad.
Yeah, I'll take 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'll normal summon a magic juggler, and
Yeah.
then I'll set a card just in case.
Yeah,
I
you
don't know
just
what a
have to
just
just
in
be
case
over and
of.
then
Yeah.
piece of shit. I guess this deck sucks. I don't know what to tell
It
you.
doesn't. To be fair, the first if the thing is, it's one of those things where like the first time I played Materion, right?
Yeah.
You didn't just beat me, you like massacred me. Like I
So
didn't get to do anything in those games. It was the same
okay,
situation
let
as
me let
this,
me tell
where
you how I
I
hand
made a
tested. Here's what I did. Okay, is I would
yeah
assume that you had something on board for me to interact with. I would not, I would play out a turn, doing whatever I could with my hand. I
yeah
would then assume that you could clear my entire board, and then I would, draw new cards and play a new hand and be like, can I consistently pop stuff, get in damage? And the answer was yes. Like when I was testing, even if I assumed that you had like maximum interaction with my shit, the only thing I didn't play around was trap hole because I'm like, you're definitely on graceful charity, not trap hole. Um, but like, I don't really know what, um it's like, okay, maybe some battle traps. But I don't even think the battle
yeah.
traps are what blew me out. I just didn't draw the right
I
combinations of things. It's so annoying.
I
Every hand test, I was like getting Karibots. I was getting the level 3 normals engraved to bring them back with Necroman. I was getting Fire Guardian and then tribute heavy metal over that to pop your guy and get in. Like it
yeah.
was working in hand testing. I don't know what went wrong.
I have 3 battle traps in the entire deck if that matters. It's just 2
uh,
solo performance and a barrier.
still,
I hand tested a bunch on Omega because Omega has a basic bot that plays like not the deck you're playing, but like just a basic Dragon Spellcaster deck or
hmm
whatever. And the bot like because Rush Duel's simple, like the bot doesn't really fuck up. Like for the most part, there's been times where it tribute summons the Dragius when I have a level like when I have a level 2800 fusion out, and
hmm
then it activates piercing on that Dragius or whatever. When it's
yeah,
like I only have the level 2000 fusion,
right.
but for the most part, it's fine. So I play test against that usually. The issue is you can't really playtest my deck because there's nothing to playtest. It's just like use the tribute engine to make whatever tribute guys are in your hand, and then
I
make
mean,
whatever
I mean, it's
fusion you
like
can make if
ratios
you
and
can.
stuff, right? That's what I was trying to mostly
Yeah,
figure out is how many of each thing. And I thought I had a good thing. I had the
it's
power up,
because like
tenacity dragon, tribute to the doomed. I had quite a few ways
yeah,
of getting over big guys that you could summon. Heavy metal was the
yeah.
centerpiece, and I could get to it pretty consistently in my hand test. It just didn't pan out.
With ratios, it's just that mine is like the same engine of 3 upsetter, 1 setupper, 1 upsetter, 3
Yeah.
setupper, 2 Kariba, and then 3 of every single one of the Materion pieces.
hmm
And then the rest of the monsters is just like whatever 5 tribute summon guys I like, and then Nana
Yeah.
or whatever. So it's just like fill in the gaps. Like, I got the bird, so I'm like, what's the least good tribute guy I have? Probably Prima Guitarna. I swap them, and then I swap
Yeah.
something else.
Well, if
And now
nothing
I'll have
else,
an extra slot.
if
Now
nothing
I'll have
else, one
yeah.
finally ripping pepperoni dark code. Fuck that card so much.
My
Literally
my
just
favorite
makes it
thing is
unviable to play any kind of
my,
back row
my
at
favorite
all.
thing is you didn't lose because of the popping effect for the like it having 2600 defense is a big
Well,
reason
no.
why like
Well, no. The reason like I can't really
if
lose
it
to the popping effect because I'm playing like fucking
yeah
8 spell traps. There's no chance for you to even pop anything.
if it had like 2400 defense I would have lost, but it has 26, like even like 200 less
hmm
because you would have got over it with the rebels guy and then attacked directly with the other two to get
I
me
actually
down
don't
really
remember if
fucking
I
low.
had power up in hand. I think I might have been like, oh, I can blow you out with this, and then I can save the
Yeah.
power up for a better time. But maybe if I
The
don't know.
issue the issue I'm having with my deck is I keep drawing like fusion heavenly gift power up, and I'm like, well, I should set these so that I draw more cards next turn. And then next turn
hmm
I draw cards, and it's like, wow, this is cool. Oh, wait, I can't activate this because my back row is filled with a power up I can't use,
hmm
fusion I can't use, and a heavenly gift I can't use or whatever.
Yeah. Well, shit. All right. At the very least, back row is now viable for me to play. Fucking finally. Um, and
Next set has Dark Rooker too. No.
on top of that, we're actually tied up again, which means that for the viewers, you get to see another tiebreaker match right as we conclude sevens, because next time is, I believe, the
Yeah.
final sevens pack as well. So
Yep. Which means next time is the last time we're because if any like any rule changes we make or any change we make in general or after the next episode. So that'll be the last episode with this current structure of it or whatever.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. We'll be
Yeah, yeah,
considering crafting rules, what the winner and loser gets in general, that type of thing. People mentioned, of course, and we have discussed this as well. Like, oh, why don't you do a wheel? I'll state this just
yeah.
in the video. The reason we're not doing a wheel is because even though I like wheels and they are cool and fun, it for something like this, which is intended to be a relatively competitive series in spite of the random nature of it, I feel like the random nature of the packs is one thing, but you know if we're relying on what the loser gets to be something that can help balance, then throwing in a wheel to make it so that the loser can sometimes can sometimes get something better or sometimes worse is just gonna make it too liable to high
Yeah.
variance that makes the loser get
There's
something really
probably
bad and the winner gets something really good if we do a
yeah.
winner wheel. So I prefer to have static rewards like that. Um, but I definitely
At the
think
moment,
that
we're thinking like a
it's
higher rarity. You can craft one of a higher rarity or
or you
two
can
of a
craft two
lower rarity.
commons, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if it should be like two copies of the same common or if you should be allowed to do one copy each of two different commons. Because I feel like that would probably be the better thing to do most of the time, unless there's like
Yeah.
one specific fusion you really need, or like
Yeah.
I would say a one-off engine requirement, but the thing is this game doesn't really have searching,
Yeah.
so you kind of want multiple copies of most things, I think.
I do like that. Something about Rush Duel that I've noticed is like normal monsters are still playable a year in, year 2 years in,
Yeah, I
or
think that's
whatever.
pretty cool actually.
When we played TCG, like normal monsters were usable for like the first few, like maybe
Mhm, mhm,
like it. But when we were 2 years into the TCG progression that we did, like we weren't playing normal monsters anymore. Like
mhm.
I think you and I played like a Gemini elf for a little bit, but that's
Yeah,
about it. Like just the 1900 guy, but that's about it. So
yeah.
normal monsters are still playable or whatever.
All right.
God,
Anyway, yeah, thank you for joining me. Congratulations on your win and for tying up the series. And I'll have to get you
yeah.
next time now that you don't have that Dark Rooker to lock me out of a bunch of potential strategies.
Well, now I'm scared because Autumn's gonna come next week with like 35 traps and 5 monsters just to like steal something, and it's gonna be.
Just
It's
to
like I
feel
can't deal
something.
with that.
The funny thing is, I actually think that running a big spell trap deck is not good even when you can, simply
It,
because it's less hand efficient. You can't
yeah,
if you have like a majority spell traps, your hands are going to be majority spell traps. You're literally not going to be able to use most of them unless they're
because
like
when
involve
yeah
pitching and whatnot. Like I don't know.
when somebody gave me a plant list or whatever that I played in one of the episodes, it was like 31 monster. It was like 30 monsters, one spell, and like 9 or 10 trap cards,
Okay, to be
and it
fair, that
like
just
that
looks
is
like a modern
yeah
TCG deck anyway. Or,
yeah
well, except with more spells than and then one trap,
yeah
but
yeah. God.
anyway, hopefully that'll provide something a bit more interesting. Hopefully, at least, I did say, I wanted to try something new because last time I just went with the tried and true and it actually failed me.
Yeah.
And I thought, having more removal would be good. And this was my attempt to do that. And it didn't work out, but, live and learn, I guess. So, yeah,
Yeah.
thanks again for
Next week
watching.
is
Mm,
Genesis Master Road, which has pretty cool stuff. It has a reptile deck that's really neat. It's got more Materion stuff and more plant stuff too. And I think more psychic musician stuff. So
right, right.
well
Yeah,
we
this is
should have different decks, hopefully.
hopefully,
One of
yeah.
those has to be
If
fine.
even if there's nothing in there that I end up pulling that is particularly helpful, there might be some older strategies that I can have a new look at now
Yeah,
that
like
a certain
yeah, like psychics and
Rooker is out of the format. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
yeah. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.